Hello guys, how you doing? You're right, Peter the Meat Eater here. The RSPCA, the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, prevent meaning to stop something from happening, so they stop cruelty from happening to the animals. That's their job. That's literally, it's in the title, mate. It's the largest animal welfare charity in the UK, basically. Are getting it in the neck at the moment, and being left to bleed out, because the vegans are saying that the RSPCA assured stamp should be dropped. They have investigated lots of farms and there's no welfare there, really. They're claiming with this evidence and footage that you can see online, actually it's everywhere on YouTube and stuff, they're saying that their stamp, the RSPCA assured scheme, is cruel. It's causing cruelty to animals when they're meant to be against it. The RSPCA has lost its focus on farm animals and instead focuses on companion animals. Well, let's have a look, shall we? Let's go on the website. We'll be the judge of that, vegans. Preaching again. Let's find out for ourselves, shall we? I mean, they're hypocrites because the RSPCA are vegan. Surely, I mean, they must be. If they care about animals not being exploited, then they must be. Oh, they're not. First thing you see on their website, advice on welfare. We know animals. I mean, I know animals. I know next door's cat. It's called Gerald. I need to show off. Nice picture of a dog. Little dog being stroked there. Another little dog. It's cute. Oh, a seal there. So, not the singer. That would be weird. There's another little dog. Little dog there. Oh, and another dog. A hedgehog. And a dog again. So loads of dogs on there. It's nice, it's lovely. They care about dogs. Are you concerned that an animal is being cruelly treated or neglected? Or have you found an animal who is sick, injured or trapped? If you can't easily help them without specialist skills, please tell us about it. So, you know, the RSPCA are the good guys, right? They care for animals. They don't hurt them, they don't cause harm to them. This is literally what vegans want. What are they going on about? Yeah, look, laying hens, meat chickens, beef cattle, dairy cows, sheep, turkeys and pigs. In most situations, on RSPCA assured farms, these animals must be given more space, allowing them to move more freely. So they care about their well-being, they care about how much space they've got to move around. Okay, they care about them. All animals are free to perform natural active behaviours that help keep them mentally and physically fit and healthy. Where appropriate, the animals could go outdoors. I mean, vegans, with their footage, actual factory farm footage, would say that that's nonsense. I mean, see here, look, it's everywhere. Look, when you see our logo on meat, fish, eggs and dairy, you know that the animals were raised to our strict standards of welfare. What are the labels on there for? It's basically to reassure us. It's for consumer comfort. Makes us feel better about ourselves when we're buying dinner. Well, RSPCA have checked it. The animals must be cared for, must be looked after, you know? So I'm happy with that, you know. It is your assurance that the animals were raised to higher welfare standards and cared for at every stage of their lives. God bless your RSPCA. Whether they are kept on large or small farms, indoors or free range, the RSPCA standards ensure that every aspect of the life of the animal is covered, from birth or hatching right through to slaughter. Here you go, stunning animals. You see, they love animals. They think they're beautiful. Okay, stunning animals. Ah, stunning animals. Birds are killed by gas, which reduces manual handling and provides a more consistent killing process. So that's still a bit RSPCA assured. All farm animals deserve a humane end to their lives. There are two aspects to the slaughter process, stunning and killing. Any personnel involved in the slaughter process need to be thoroughly trained and competent. Yep, fair enough. I mean, there's nothing worse than an incompetent animal killer. UK regulations require animals to be stunned before slaughter, although an exemption does exist where animals can be killed without first being stunned if this is being carried out in accordance with religious rites. That's fine because it's religious. All animals on RSPCA assured farms must be stunned prior to slaughter using one of the methods listed below. Penetrating captive bolt. Cattle, sheep and pigs. A penetrative captive bolt fires a retractable metal bolt into the animal's skull because it's RSPCA assured, causing the animal to lose consciousness immediately. This must always be followed by bleeding as quickly as possible. Efficient. Electrical stunning, sheep, calves and pigs. Electrical stunning uses a pair of tongs on either side of an animal's head to pass a current through the brain, causing immediate loss of consciousness. This can be followed by a secondary current that passes through the heart, which kills the animal through cardiac arrest. Heart attack. As the animal is already unconscious at this point, they do not experience pain from the second current. Phew. Gas, pigs and chickens. A mixture of gases is used to stun pigs and chickens, making them insensible to pain. The most common gas used is carbon dioxide, CO2, which by law must be used at a minimum concentration of 80%, otherwise it's dangerous. In RSPCA assured slaughterhouses, the concentration must be at least 90%. This is to ensure a faster death and to make sure the animals suffer less. RSPCA assured, that is worth my £2 a month that I used to pay to them. The key part of the slaughter process is bleeding, where the animal carcass is drained of blood. Before an animal is bled, it's hoisted in the air by shackles attached to the hind limbs. A trained slaughter person, got to be trained, and competent, will then use a sharp knife to sever the major blood vessels, resulting in rapid blood loss and death. The law also prohibits any further dressing procedures until the bleeding has ended, or within a certain time frame, example 30 seconds for cattle. RSPCA assured. Gas killing of poultry. The majority of poultry slaughtered in the UK are killed through exposure to gas. This method has a major welfare advantage as the birds remain in their transport crates and do not have to be individually handled. There are different methods of gas slaughter systems in use in the UK, but all systems must ensure that the birds remain in the gas mixture long enough to be killed, not just stunned. Electrical water bath stunning. When a water bath is used to kill poultry, birds must be individually handled and placed into restrainers, where they're hung upside down by their legs on metal shackles that move along a conveyor system. Birds are then automatically moved along the production line to the water bath, where they must be submerged up to their wings for a minimum of 4 seconds. As soon as the bird's head makes contact with the water, an electrical current will either stun or kill the bird, depending on the system. If the system is set to stun birds, they must be killed without delay. There is a high risk of painful pre-electric shocks because the wings may touch the electric water before the birds' heads. The RSPCA welfare standards require birds to be killed within 10 seconds of exit from the water bath. Inversion causes stress, while shackling can cause injuries such as fractures, bruises and dislocations before they die. In addition, a significant proportion of the birds may end up not being adequately stunned, as the current is not distributed well due to differences in resistance between birds. Gas killing avoids these issues. Phew. They're just gassing them so they're burned from the inside, so it burns their eyes, they can't breathe and they panic and they suffocate so that's better. The RSPCA is committed to phasing out inverted shackling systems, and these are currently only allowed under strict conditions of use. Yes, you're getting rid of the shackles. This is the kind of animal welfare that I would want my dog to have. RSPCA assured, while the majority of us continue to consume meat, eggs and fish and dairy, animal slaughter is an unpleasant but inescapable reality of food production. Well, I suppose the only ones that can't escape is the animals, isn't it? Animals can be vulnerable at time of slaughter, so it's vital they're treated properly and killed humanely. And of course, there's loads of ways to humanely kill animals. Many chickens experience long transport times without food and water, which can contribute to the risk of injury or health problems such as heat exhaustion. Nothing worse than getting heat exhaustion. I had that once in Corfu. This can even lead to an increased chance of the birds dying before they reach the abattoir. I mean, you don't want them dying before they're sent to the abattoir to die. Doesn't make any sense. This is why RSPCA standards specify that all farm animals should be slaughtered as close as possible to their point of origin, and that the journey times for animals must not exceed 8 hours. In fact, for some species, RSPCA welfare standards, maximum journey times can be much lower. That's good, so it's not inconvenient for the animals. Yeah, you'll like this bit. When developing their standards, the RSPCA aims to promote the highest levels of animal welfare achievable in a commercial farming environment, and strives to provide animals with the opportunity for a good life. So, non-vegans, if your food has got a stamp on it that says RSPCA assured, or a red tractor, then don't worry, because you know full well that your animal had a great bed, lots of healthy food, was able to move around, and was captively bolted in the head, gassed alive, electrocuted and then stunned before having their throat slit, or hung upside down by their feet with shackles which they're trying to phase out, stabbed in the throat and left to bleed out really, really quickly, ideally 30 seconds if it's cattle. Why enslave, torture, kill and eat animals anymore when you can just eat something else? Why do all this when you don't need to in 2024? I'm not quite sure why vegans are kicking off. Need to get their priorities in order, really, don't they?